count it, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team count, that's a big number.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Regular. Hey! I-7! Watch left.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And Graham's got it. Complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ronnie, this is Pittsburgh. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's coming. We got double up. Shit. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 36, 36. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Really nice pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and short, and you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Go Mike 34, Mike 34. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. 80 weapons. Hey, let's get there. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
To throw is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
They're running it.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Third and 14.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with?
58, boy, 58, 58. Mike. Watch the run. Go ahead. Hey, Haywood. 58, right over there, Yeah, 34. 58, right there.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And the pressure gets to him again. Reuben Foster, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. What's good on the extra point? And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. He's coming, PPP. Bravo.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Got an open man, it's Washington. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Regular.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now. You better. Strong. You got tape. Strong.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
20.
Mike, 58, right there. All day, just like that.
Hey, 5-0. Hey, orbit. You must be dreaming.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, color.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 26. He's crazy.
Now Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
Come.
Switch gears.
Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Quan Alexander came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. This is Bell on the dump off. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Check. Henry. 51 to Mike.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Check right.
On third down, Jackson. Open man here is Foster. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Now a carry for Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Philip Lindsay, 30 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
But these guys are going to chomp into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 52. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. We want it. Come to my work. Jim. Hey, color. Show it.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Complete to Washington. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
My 52. 80. Oh, you got deep? Watch out. 52 and 56. 52 and 56. Wait. Check 9.
Fitzpatrick on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Hey, Alpha. Let's go. There you go. Get down, get down, get down. Watch 52. 52 is the Mike. Crunch time, defense. Left.
They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. Catch made by Slayton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Washington's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Strong. Check. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike's 56.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 9-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Pick the edge. Regular. Wait. Check. Tight dog.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll run here with Lindsey. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check. Crunch.
From the gun, Jackson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Touchdown, 49ers. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Regular. Smooth.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Caught here by Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Room to run past midfield. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards.
Regular. Hey, Delta. Kill. Kill. I'm on. 34.
Throwing on first down. Fitzpatrick into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have.
He's got him in. Complete. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. D.D. Westbrook, 99 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll go again with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Whip, whip. 80 weapon. Watch the whip. PPP.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. Got a man, Slayton. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Bell. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so. All this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.